now we're ready to do our turntable. We have our lighting set up with like the renders of the model. And the first thing we do is we go into Movie and we're going to dock that palette. I am going to make sure that we are only doing turntables of the document, not the entire window. So let's keep document on and let's make sure that we render large. So make sure that these are pressed down. And we're going to also go through here. By default, ZBrush will give you a title image, which is the ZBrush logo, and I find it a bit distracting, so I'm going to dial back the opacity, and that's going to disappear. Same thing with the overlay image in the logo. I don't really want to see it, so I'm just going to dial that back as well. So to test the angle of the turntable, we're just going to hit turntable. This is without the render, and we're going to see how the model spins in space. So this gives us a nice little preview, but it does record it, so we can test it and then delete the movie, reposition the model, test it again, delete. And so I'm not too happy with this angle, so I'm going to stop that. I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to bring that back over, and I'm just going to center this. What else do I want to do? Maybe we'll go slightly above. I can also add perspective. So by default, perspective is pretty harsh, so we're going to go into draw, and I'm going to dial back the perspective quite a bit. I just want to push him forward. I'm going to hit turntable again. Okay, so that's what we're going to work with. So ZBrush will automatically hold on to these turntables. So if you were to go here and you were to hit play movie, you'd see all of my tests are right there and recorded. I don't really want to work with these. And so I'm going to delete them and work on my final render here. Let's go to delete. Don't want to save that. And let's make sure that we hit BPR. So if BPR is hit and we have our rendered image, then when we do the turntable, all of those frames will be rendered. So we're going to do a rendered turntable now. It's going to be finalized, and I'm just going to hit turntable. And this takes significantly longer to do. You can see it's capturing frames at this point. And that's all a turntable is. It's just about 100 or so renders in order and played. You can see that it's capturing a render, and then the model will slightly shift and capture another render. So we're just going to let this go for a little bit. Alright, so my render is finished. I'm going to hit play movie, and I captured two renders. So here's the first one. Then I zoomed in and I hit turntable again, and I was able to do a second render, a close-up of the head and back right after. And it works really nicely. It's just one after the other, and it makes one movie, one turntable movie. So I'm now going to export my movie. It's called a ZBrush movie. We're just going to call it RG, Rock Rubber Movie. And I'm going to save it to the desktop. Hit save. Personally, I like the animation compression type. The color's a lot better, in my opinion, and I'm just going to put it on best. Hit OK, and it's moving a little quickly, but we'll have a .mov file saved to the desktop. Alright, and here is our turntable. So this is great. We can send this to a client along with orthographic views of the model. And it's pretty solid. So here are a few other options for turntables. I darken the top of the frame, And I rendered these out a little bit more higher in resolution, just to show a few more options